Goed, so by 1A sê hulle vir jou 50 studente het 'n eksamen geskryf om toelating te kry. Jara. Okay. Benaderde gemiddeld by A. Okay, so what we had to do, ek het nou nie daai hele storie gaan uitskryf nie, nee? You first got the midpoint of that class. Ek gaan net gou vir jou so klein stukkie daarvan skryf. So what your fraction would have looked like, I got the midpoint of that first class. That class was between 0 and 20. So midpoint would have been 10, and we multiply that with a frequency, met ander woorde 4. Dan plus 8. Middelpunt van die volgende klas gaan wees 30, en ek maal dit met die frequentie van 11. You guys good? Okay, I'm not going to write out everything. That is what we would have done. And then at the bottom, we had to say over 50. Nee, want het was mos 50 studente. Is julle reg daar? So the top part of your fraction would have been equal to 2,520, still over 50. We just simplify the fraction, so dan is jou antwoord 50,4. Is julle reg daar? Okay, dan by B vra hulle vir my die mediaan, the median, and that would be the middle. So I first got to work out where would the middle have been. Now, kom het ek 40? Wait. Sorry. It's 50. $50 gedeeld deur 2 gaan wees 25. Zeg weer? Okay, so 50 divided by 2 would be at 25, right? So now we go look at those classes. If I were to add them up, 4 plus 11, I'm now adding up the frequencies, right? Gaan vir gee 15. So dis nie in klas 1 nie en ook nie in klas 2 nie. Okay, nou gaan ons na klas 3 toe. Ons het klaar 15 sover, as ek nou 20 bysit, dan sit ek met 35. So die mediaan gaan definitief in daai klas val. Nee. Okay, so it would be in the class interval of 40 up until 60, but that is the class interval where the median would be. My mediaan is dan die middel van daai klas, and what would be the midpoint of this class interval? 50. Is julle reg daar? Any questions so far? Okay, dan by C vra hulle vir my die modus. Nou, modus, that's the one that appears the most. Nee, dit wat in die mode is. Nou, ons gaan kyk na ons frekwensies. Die hoogste frekwensie was 20 en dit was ook in daai selfde klas, between 40 and 60. But they're not asking me for the modal class interval or the modal class. They're asking me for the mode. So dan kan ek nie die klas interval gee nie. Ek moet dan nou gaan kyk wat is die middelpunt van daai klas interval en dit beteken dat modus is 50. You guys good? Is julle alright? Okay, so jy moet mooi kyk jou bewoording. Can I skip? Oh, dit is geen unlock. Right, the next one. 2. Okay, hier het ek weer nie vir jou uitgeskryf nie, nee, maar jy gaan hom hê. By nommer 2 sê hulle vir jou, die aantal kilometers gehardloop deur atlete van 'n sekere hardloopklub word in die volgende tabel aangeteken. Okay, now at A, they want me to get the estimated mean, nee? So ek gaan eers gou die middelpunt van elke klas gaan kry. Now the first class interval was between 0 and 10, so the midpoint there would be 5, and I multiply that with a frequency of 24. Add to that, midpoint of the next class would be 15, and I multiply that with a frequency of 14, plus, and then we go on. Nee, jy gaan dit mos nou met elke klas gaan doen. Goed, so if you were to add that up, it's supposed to give you 1090. En hoeveel atlete was daar in totaal? 60. Nee, so that simplified is going to give me 18,2. Nou, by B vra hulle weer vir my die mediaan, so that's the middle. Okay, so I had 60 athletes. I divided by 2, which means that the median would be at athlete number 30, nee? It's going to be 30, 31, nee? Okay, maar nou moet ons gaan kyk. Waar gaan 30 lê in watter klas? So the first class interval, the frequency was 24. So it's definitely not in the first class interval. Nou gaan ek na klas interval 2 toe, wat 14 is. So as ek daai 24 plus 14 gaan bymekaar tel, dan gaan ek kry 38, nee? Which means that my median would definitely be in the second class interval. Do you guys get that? Okay, and second class interval is going to be between 10 and 20. Oh, excuse daai netjie sien ek moet so lyk as hy. Okay, maar hulle wil nie die klas interval hê nie. They want the median itself. So I need to get midpoint of this class. So therefore median would be 15. Want dis mos tussen die 10 en die 20, nee? You guys good with that? Okay, C, they're asking me for the mode, die modus, nee? Kom ons kyk gou eers. Look at frequencies. Where's the frequency the highest? That would be 24. En dit lê in daai klas van tussen 0 en 10. So dit beteken dat my modus, the mode, will be midpoint of that class, meaning 5. Is all right? Any questions? It was eintlik baie straightforward, nee? Good. So now I am on page 257 in your textbook. Kan ek maar gou hierso skiep? Is daar iemand wat nog skryf? Goed, in jou handboek sal jy sien maatstawwe van spreiding. Maatstawwe van spreiding help ons om te bepaal hoe data rondom die gemiddeld of die mediaan versprei is, nee? So it helps us to understand it in the big picture, but it's all about where's it spread out. Waar lê dit vanaf my gemiddeld of vanaf my mediaan? Okay. Dit stel ons in staat om te bepaal of die data dig gegroepeer is, nee? Meaning all my data is grouped together, nee? Or whether it's very spread out, okay? Like 'n wyd versprei. Nou die maatstawwe van verspreiding wat ons gebruik is, and they name a few there. The first one is the range, nee? Die omvang. Nou ons het al oor baie van die goedjies gepraat. How do we work out what range is? Hoe werk ons dit uit? We take range is how far the data is spread out. So hoe gaan ek dit gaan uitwerk? Ek vat biggest and lowest, or highest and lowest, meaning maximum minus minimum, nee? Okay, so ons vat maximum minus minimum. Oh, dit is aan baie lelik geskryf. Okay, you guys good with that? Of jy kan sê grootste minus kleinste. Dis mos selfde ding, né? Okay, kleinste raak sommer kleiner ook. Okay, is julle reg daar? Dit hang af wat 'n soort data jy kry. Dit kan, dis nie heeltemal onmoontlik nie. Ja. Maar nie in graad 10 nie, nee. Okay. Is julle reg daar? Okay, dan. Something new is kwartiele, quartiles. Oh, nou moet ek weer my kyk gou Engelse mense, quartiles. Is ek reg? Ha, dankie. Okay, so kom ons kyk gou. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Ja. Okay. Ek gee nou net gou vir jou 'n voorbeeld, né? Because I want to explain to you guys what quartiles are. You can have 11 blocks and then fill in. Excuse. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right. So the word quartiles, die woord kwartiel. Afrikaans kwart, nee, beteken mos jy deel jou data op in 4 gelyke deeltjies, nee. English people, quartiles, a quarter means that I'm taking all my data and instead of dividing it into 2 parts, I'm now, because it's quartiles, dividing it into 4 parts. You guys get that? Okay, goed. So, if I were to give you the following example, nee, dit is nou voorbeeld 1. Ek sê maar vir jou, hierso, beskou die volgende stel punte vir 'n klastoets uit 10 uit, nee. So this is the marks of kids, the test counted out of 10. So the one kid got 3 out of 10, that one also got 3 out of 10, this one got 4 out of 10, etc. Nee, okay. Nou sê hulle vir jou, die aantal punte is onewe. How many kids are there? I made you draw 11 blocks. Nee, so daar's 11 kinders wat hierdie toets geskryf het. Nou, omdat ons 11 kinders is, if I wanted to get the median, die middelste waarde, daar gaan ons net enetjie wees, nee, because it's an uneven number, there's going to be one number in the middle. Which one would be my median? Die 6, nee. Okay, watter een? Eerste of die tweede ene? Kyk gou-gou. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one. Because there's 5 on the left-hand side and there's 5 on the right-hand side. Do you guys get that? An alternative method would be, if I want median, I'm going to say 11 entries divided by 2 is going to give me, hey, kyk nou wat skryf ek, excuse, 5,5, so then we round it, so the 6th entry or value, nee, die 6ste waarde gaan dan my mediaan wees. Met ander woorde, hierdie 6 noem ek my Q2. Median, die mediaan, is dieselfde as Q2 of quartile 2. Nee, want as jy jou data gaan vat, dink aan 'n stuk koek en ek deel hom in 2 dele. Nee, dan sit mos die helfte. Nee?
Dan kan jy dan 'n breking neer die werk en jy kan toon konteks
Nog 'n tydjie. Okay. So ja, teken asseblief. So Q2 of median. Maar jy gaan sien ons gaan nou al meer praat van Q2. Okay. Right. So as hierdie die helfte is, and I now want to divide my data into quartiles, meaning I want to divide it into 4. Want dis waar ons laas kwartaal geëindig het. Kyk gou, daar's my chocolate. Nee? If I divide it in half, okay, now I've got 2 halves. Right? Ek wil dit nou nie meer deel vir 2 maatjies nie, ek wil dit nou deel vir 4 maatjies. Wat gaan jy nou doen met hierdie stukkie? Om ook in die helfte gaan deel, nee? And that part I'm also going to divide in half. Do you understand? Do you guys get that? So basically, to get Q1 and Q3, ek gaan nou vat dit wat hier oor is en deel hom in die helfte. Nee, the trick is, don't forget this part, that Q2 is already taken. Okay, I can't include that. So you'll see that I'm taking it from there. Ek wil die helfte hê van daai stukkie data. I can't say I want it from here up until there. Want dan gaan jy daai selfe 6 weer vir hierdie stel data ook wil gebruik. En dis nie regverdig nie. I can't give the same piece of chocolate to 2 different kids. Do you get that? So Q2 is already used. So I can't include that. I'm going to take half of this section. And I want half of that section. Okay. Dis 'n ander scenario as daar 2 in die middel val. Ons gaan nou so 'n voorbeeld ook doen. Do you guys get it so far? All right. So, what would be the middle value of that part? 4. Okay, want kyk gou daar. I'm sitting with 5 parts. So 2, 2. So there's 1 in the middle, nee? The third one. Okay, so met ander woorde, hierdie 4. Ooh, jobs. Kom ons gebruik 'n ander kleur. Okay, so daai 4. Man. gaan wees Q1, quartile 1. Nee, okay, dat is vir Q2 hierso. Now, where would quartile 3 be? The second 8. Okay, so die enetjie gaan wees Q3. Sien julle dit? Nou het ek my, amper sê ek weet die chocolate, mooi in 4 stukkies gaan verdeel. You guys good? Okay, goed. Ek wil net gou op die volgende bladsy daar vir jou skryf. Kan ek maar skip hierso, so nog, wag, kom ons skryf hier onder vir jou. Let's just make a note and say that kwartiele verdeel data in 4 dele. Quartiles divide data into 4 parts. Okay? You guys good? Right. Now, you will see that they also talk about interquartile range, interkwartiel variasiewyte. Nou, ek gaan hom nou skryf op die volgende bladsy. Is daar iemand wat nog hier skryf? Anyone still copy? Interkwartiel variasiewyte. Of, baie korter, interkwartiel variasiewyte. Nee? English people? Huh? Ja. Interquartile. No. No. Interquartile range. Okay, so interquartile range, we will have Q3 minus Q1. Okay, so interquartile, remember, just range would be maximum minus minimum. But as soon as I talk about interquartile, dan vat ons Q3 minus Q1. Okay, what was our Q3 just now? It was 8. Okay, and what was Q1 just now? 4. So our interquartile range would be 4. Nou wil ek gou weer vir jou sê, why do we use interquartile range? Hoekom gebruik ons interkwartiel variasiewyte? Want, you might remember, end of last term, we spoke about outliers, uitskieters. Onthou julle dit of nie? Those were the kids that got, let's say the whole class got between 60 and 70% for the test. Nee? Dan is daar een kind wat gekry het 99%. So everyone got more or less the same mark, but one kid got much higher. Okay? That one is then considered an outlier. Al my data is mooi by mekaar gegroepeer, except that one kid got way out more, or got way out less. Everyone got between 60 and 70, but this kid got 3%. Okay, so dan is dit ook 'n uitskieter. So 'n outlier, 'n uitskieter, is of baie hoog of baie laag. So as soon as we use interquartile range, where would an outlier be? It would be in quartile 1 or in quartile 4, very low or very high. Verstaan julle? So by getting into quartile range, ek skakel heeltemal die opsie uit dat 'n uitskieter my data gaan skeef trek. Alright, do you guys get that part? Because, kom ek gebruik gou vir jou weer 'n voorbeeld van ons almal kry 60 of tussen 60 en 70% in die klas. Nou kry daai kind 3%. So as ek nou gaan uitwerk, wat is ons range? Wat is ons omvang? Dan gaan dit mos wees maksimum, wat 70 is, minus 3, wat die minimum is. Dan lyk dit of ons data ver uit mekaar uitgesprei is. But actually it's not. Our data is between 60 and 70, so 10% omvang. Nee, it's just that one kid making all our data pool skew, because it was so much higher or so much lower. Verstaan julle? Nee, so by using interquartile range, ek weet nie wat die regte woord is vir uitskakeling. Ek skakel die moontlikheid uit dat my uitskieters my data gaan skeef kry. Alright. Good. So dit is interkwartiel variasiewyte. Julle lyk super aan die slaap. Let's use an example where we don't have an uneven number. Want by hierdie enetjie het ons mos nou 'n ewe getal gehad. Ag, 'n onewe getal. So daar was net enetjie in die middel, né? Nee. Okay, let's do another one. So nou kan jy vir jou 12 blokkies trek. Oh, lekker. Okay, dit is voorbeeld 2. Okay, hulle sê vir jou, kom ons maak dit 18, 32, 4, 3, 5, 4. Okay, right, so I have got 12 values now. So it's an even number. So who can tell me where my Q2 would be? Ek wil nog geweet wat gaan Q2 wees. Q2 is mos dieselfde as my mediaan, né? Die middel. Okay, where would it be? Between 61 and 73. So Q1, ag Q2 gaan daar sit. Nee. Okay. So hoe gaan ek hom gaan uitwerk? When we've got two values in the middle, we add the two values and we say divided by 2. Stem julle saam? Not. Okay, so it means that median would be 67. Nee. Nou, if I want you to calculate Q1 and Q3, remember in the previous example I said you cannot use the median because it was already used. Maar nou waar sit die mediaan nou? Dit sit hier tussenin, daai tweekies. So het ek klaar vir 61 gebruik. 61 is, yeah, I used it to get Q2, but it's not Q2. Nee. So nou mag ek van hier af tot by 61 gebruik. Alright, om vir Q1 te gaan kry. En ek mag nou van daar af en tot by 73 gebruik om vir Q3 te gaan kry. You guys good? Okay, on your own, quickly get me Q1 and Q3. And remember, if it falls within 2, same method as what we did at Q2. Okay. So I need you to work out Q1 and Q3. And then once you got that, I want the interquartile range. Interkwartiel variasiewyte. Soek dit ook. No, keep it just like that. Nie afrond, ja, net so, né? Nee.
Dames en heren, tijd voor afkondiging is voor het einde van die dag.
Where you know what they because really was taken when I already feel like
Okay, kon julle doen? Okay, kom ons kyk gou-gou of ek het nog 3 goed wat ek wil sê en die tyd gaan anyway te min wees. Okay, kyk gou-gou. Julle kan nie sien. Kyk. So 7. Okay. Right, julle gaan nie huiswerk hê nie, né? Ja. Jy gaan nie huiswerk hê nie. As jy wil, jy gaan in elk geval, maar dan gaan dalk, jy gaan net nie weet oor semi-kwartiel en deciel nie. This is going to be your homework for tomorrow. So if you want to maybe start with that, you're more than welcome, né? Dan gaan ek eers môre vir jou gee. Dan mag dalk so 2 goedjies wees wat jy nie weet nie.